Gussie! Come here. Come. Come. Hey!
We're in Sutton Bank. Got to the car park about 5:30. There was absolutely no one there, but you still had to pay. Angus just chased a rabbit, and he's been absolutely wired since. He's not normally too bad for his prey drive, but he chased it and it's locked him in. So this is quite intense for him now, this type of behaviour. We did sit down for a few minutes just to try and calm him down, but it didn't work. The danger when he's like this is that he's not really interested in balls, which he's always interested in. He's not interested in food, he's not interested in anything, he's just going round. There must be lots of smells because Angus is very much in prey drive. Not seen him like this before. The old multi-hazard site, Yorkshire Gliding Club. Sailing above you in the sky, their silent, graceful shapes gleaming in the sunlight are gliders of the famous Yorkshire Gliding Club. There's a hare running across, you haven't seen it. Calming down a little bit. And we continue on. (6:21) in July, the 10th of July, and it's 6 degrees. It's freezing. Can you believe that? In June, it's 6 degrees. But it is. As I was coming out this morning, I saw someone on another boat with a fire on. James Herriot, famously called this one of the best views in Yorkshire. James Herriot, the famous thirst vet, if you know. All creatures great and small. We're going to have a look. Not too close, we don't want Angus running off the edge. Seriously. Alright, no further for you. Come on. Come on, Angus. This is why I didn't want to come here actually, because last time I was a bit dubious of that. But he's okay. The White Horse of Kilburn. It dominates the view for miles around. Its famous landmark is the most northerly turf cut hill figure in England. Just over an acre in area. 318 feet long and 220 feet high. Must have taken huge effort. Well, it must have done, but who put it here? Grand designs. The White Horse is a handiwork of Victorian businessman and a schoolmaster. But why? Thomas Taylor, a native of Kilburn, worked for a London merchant. Off the White Horse, please. He'd seen famous chalk hill figures in southern England and wanted to create something similar for his home village. In 1857, the master of the local school took up inspiration. He and his pupils marked the figure of a horse on a hillside above the village. Then a team of 31 volunteers did the actual cutting of what? When the shape of the horse was complete, they deposited 6 tons of lime onto the naturally greyish rock beneath it to whiten it. The horse still has to be whitened at regular intervals. Its conspicuousness hasn't always been considered a benefit. During the World War II, the horse had to be covered over to stop it becoming a target for German bombers. Isn't that interesting? So there it is, obviously not very overwhelming from this angle. But this is iconic, and I didn't know that history around it. Didn't know any of that. I just knew of a horse somewhere around these parts. So I think this walk is really not what I was looking for in terms of challenge. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. But maybe it's going to be more interesting. So I'm going to have a coffee and try and calm this prey drive boy down a bit. Calm down. Calm down. He's completely ignoring me. This is really not normal. So let's hope he calms down. And goodbye from the horse of Kilburn. I don't like Kilburn in London. It's not a nice place. Last time I went there anyway. There was another battle called the Battle of Byland, which was in the year 1322, and it accumulated somewhere around these parts. Something to do with England, Scotland. 1322 Battle of Byland. There's a sign around here called the Clash of the Crowns. So something to check out. Calming down a bit now. Down. Down. Yes. Good boy. Not quite. Keep it in there. That's better. Good boy. You had a bit of an exciting time, did you? Right. Onwards. One thing I absolutely love about the summer is the light mornings. I'm not so bothered about the I'm not so bothered about the sunshine and the hot weather. I don't really like that, especially once it gets above 25, but it's just the light mornings, to be able to get up and out at 4 in the morning. Not saying that I do every day, but it's amazing really. Now we go down, which at some point will come back up. So we just had a pheasant fly off. I thought he was going to go into prey drive, but he was alright actually. As I say, he's normally alright. So we just caught scent of that rabbit. Now this would be quite good to do the other way, to be honest. Nice and steep. I'm assuming it's obviously going to come back up. So we'll be doing this further down. Just love it when there's no one around and it's so quiet. Oh, there's nothing better. This kind of shit you can't pay for, can you? They say the best things in life are free. Really? Does it get any better than going on a walk and then having a coffee? And I've just had a coffee, and to be honest, that coffee could have been better. But in a cafe. So yes, this is amazing. It's just a random Wednesday as well. We're coming down here now. I think we're going to join the road in a minute. So it'll be on his lead. Is that the road? Yeah, that's a road. Hose pipe. Where does that go? This is more normal. Angus, when he's calm, tends to ask me what route to go. I'm just charging around like a madman. There we go. I much prefer to wear these trainer style shoes opposed to the boots. Problem with them is they let water in, but not today because it's a nice easy, mostly paved route. A few horses looking very majestic. I want you to say hello to them though, thank you. Very interesting style. Not seen that before. Says, please keep dogs on lead. Oh, it's for the public. We're not going this way. Come on in. Yes. Don't want a drink. I mean, how often do you just hear the silence? No traffic. Crossroads. This is where I tell Angus which way. I got the right one this time. Go on in. Angus. Yes. Good boy. Okay, clear. As much as I like these train style shoes, they're not the best quality. Mountain Warehouse, I've realised, isn't. I've only had these a few months. Not even done that many miles in them. And they're basically falling to pieces. Can't see anybody soaking wet socks now. Oh well. Uh-oh. Hello everyone. Okay, I see the bull at the back there. I think they're very wise cows. Nice with the sun coming through. He's not bothered. Not bothered at all. Okay, we're now in their field. They're not bothered. He's not bothered. Going forward. Busy down here? Well, not at the minute, but almost trippy. Plenty of ticks in there, probably. Shh. 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 You shouldn't do that. Especially not when there's a cow there. Come on. I'm trying to get him to wait before he goes over. Shh. So then, if there is a cow like now. Yes, a bit early. Ugh, the one who stepped in. Very quiet again. Angus has got a nice headdress on. This is Gormire Lake. There's just some eggs for sale down there. I think sometimes it takes a while for the mind to slow down And that can, for me, manifest in boredom. I think I'm so bored. Because you're used to being so stimulated, but once you get through that, on the other side of it is a very still calmness. He could get through on his own, he would. No. Yes. Good boy. You know, on this hike I've seen one other person, they were running earlier. That is it. And that's at the top of Sutton Bank. He's looking and he's watching. He's getting a bit tired now. Very subtle signs. People say you can't tire out a spaniel, but you can. He will be wiped out for the rest of the day. He loves it. Not listening. If he can get through, he will. We're going straight ahead. Let's see if he looks for direction. Where's he gone? Nope. Hang on a minute, is it up here? Or up there? You have to have a constant eye out for the sheep. So the sun is just shining on the hill. And there's a slight drizzle. So it's almost as if the drizzle is illuminated. That's a sheep looking over. The 360 chew. Famous. He's got Angus on his lead. So that we don't chase any sheep. Not like he would. Not taking any chances. Maybe he would. Angus, come on. Come on. Yeah, that's why he's on his lead. They all ran off. Apart from that one. Bit of a climb up. That's good. I think we're about to join the path again soon. I'm back up on the path. I will say that this trail has been a bit better than I expected. I thought it would be paved the whole way around. I don't know why. Obviously there's going to include some fields, but it's been quite good. The main thing is anyway, it's just getting Angus out for a few hours and then allowing me to get on with some work throughout the day because he's so tired. Here he is. Hello. Good boy. Whenever I see a worm like this, I can't stop myself from... I'm sure that one in particular would make it, but I always feel bad because it's not the worm's fault that we've put a path here. You know, when you see them glide up, not nice. Amazing how the birds just float around. I just had the feeling of walking off the edge there while filming by accident. That would mean that the camera would capture the moment of falling off. Would Angus follow me? Or would he stand at the top and look? I think he'd look, I don't think he'd follow, but he'd be disconcerted. I might still be alive, I might not. Who knows? Shh. Anything he doesn't understand,
Why don't you cut to the side?
he just barks at. Angus actually got hold of a rabbit and this one. He got hold of a rabbit and was barking as it was trying to get into a burrow, and he wouldn't leave it, which I've not seen before. I think this one or this one. I think it was this one. And he's had his teeth on its fur. Oh God. Anyway, I've got to check that it's okay. It'll be on my mind otherwise. I'm not even sure what you can do with a poorly rabbit. I mean, the other day, I had to take a pigeon to the vets. There was a poorly pigeon, and Angus managed to get hold of it. So here it was. It's trying to burrow down, and thank God it's gone. Oh, if it was still laid there, man. There's the fur. What can you do? At least it's alright. Yeah, so it must have just been stopping it going through the burrow. So it's not there now. Yeah, it can't have been that badly injured. You know, people forget that dogs are, certain breeds of dogs are hunters. This is the clash of the crowns. The cries of warriors clashing to the ground, the clang of steel against steel, as swords collide. Discover what happened in 1322 when Sutton Bank was the scene of a fierce and bloody conflict known as the Battle of Byland. The stage is set. Imagine an army dug in at the top of Sutton Bank, commanding the heights above the steep narrow pass, made for near invincible position. How could any force mount a successful attack? Yet that was exactly what happened on the 14th of October 1322, so long ago, when the Scottish army under King Robert the Brute routed King Edward II's English troops. A royal conflict. Warfare had been raging since Edward's father, Edward I, first invaded Scotland in 1296. Edward II's attempt his own invasion in 1322, but the forced to retreat back to England. His army was wasted by famine and disease. Just imagine it. Well, you can't, can you? And I wonder how long that rock's been there commemorating it. 1322. It's hard to conceive just how long ago 1322 was. Did they really look like that? It must have been awful. No paved roads like this. Probably all overgrown, a lot more trees. I'm guessing, I don't know. I mean, we look out there now and it's paved with farmlands, etc, etc. Imagine it wouldn't have been to that scale at the time. An artist's interpretation of the Battle of Byland, depicting the Scottish assault on the English forces guarding the top of Sutton Bank. He's throwing a rock. He's putting an arrow in him or him. That crest is not much of that one, so which one does he belong to? He's ready to axe him. That looks like a mace there. And he's dead. Dying. Is that Chris Rock? Is that 2022? This is recent. Chris Rock. Why is Chris Rock interested in this, do we think? The stone monument you can see here was installed in 2022. So that answers my question. To mark the 700th anniversary of the Battle of Byland. Only 2022. So this is fresh. It's aging though, isn't it? I met my partner in 2022. It seemed like that long ago, but then this is weathering. A cunning move. Arriving at the foot of Sutton Bank, the Scots, led by Sir James Douglas, launched a frontal assault on the English position, but met a determined resistance. Only by sending a detachment of troops around Ralston Scar, I don't know where that is, was Robert's army able to outflank the English. Surprised by this manoeuvre, I think he went, Edward's army scattered, and he only narrowly escaped capture at Relux Abbey. Aha! It's like all my questions are getting answered. So here we go. That's Ralston Scar, Sutton Bank. That's how they advanced. In the wake of this significant battle, Edward, he was unable to continue the war. There we go. And in May 1323, 1 year later, he was forced to agree a 13-year truce with the Scots. I wonder why it was 13 years. Scottish independence and Bruce's kingship were formally recognised by the Treaty of Edinburgh and Northampton in 1328. That's the Treaty of Edinburgh and Northampton in 1328. And that shaped who we are, what we are today. You know, it's so easy to drive past these places, isn't it? And not really take it in. I've been here before, I didn't know that. And I personally find that absolutely fascinating. Had they not installed the sign, had they not put the rock, you wouldn't be able to look out at this beautiful place. Some may say one of the most beautiful places in England. I'm not sure I agree with that. It's nice, but it's not the best. You know, if people didn't do that, then you wouldn't know. And history is important. It's important. Makes you realise how ignorant you are as well. There's so much I don't know from that on there. So, yes. So that's Angus in his cage now, which is eating the last of his chicken. Did you enjoy that, Angus? Yeah, I agree with you. It was good. There was a bit of off lead, on lead, being careful of sheep and all that kind of thing. And you did have a go at that rabbit at the beginning, and you were off your head after that, weren't you, for a period of time? Unhinged like I've never seen you, to be honest. Prey drive like I've never seen. Normally he's pretty calm. He's like looking where you are, and he didn't go very far. He wants to know that you're around. But I think getting hold of that rabbit just unleashed something in him. That's me and Angus back from the walk and sleeping. What we're going to do is have a sleep, and then we'll be getting on with some work.